This SHOT Show 2023 coverage is sponsored by Body Arm Event, Night Vision Inc., PTS, and Phalanx Arms. Links will be in the description.
All right, guys, this is Tony Patton. I'm here at SHOT Show 2023 with Justin from Palmetto. Justin, what do we have that we need to talk about? Not want to, but we need to talk about.
So we need to talk about this new Saber line we're doing. So what the whole goal with this is to do the best rifle out of the box under $1,000. So these guys are going to come with a bunch of different upgrades straight from the factory. The whole idea is for the consumer to be able to buy a really rock solid gun, and we've already done a lot of the upgrades that people do when they get an AR. So that way they can just get it, throw an optic on it, throw a foregrip on it, whatever they want to do, and they're ready to go.
A couple little special features you want to cover?
Yeah, so we're doing a forged rifle as well as a billet rifle. Like I said, they're all going to be under $1,000. The forged will be a little less, and the billet will be a little more. But both of them get a similar set of upgrades. So every gun, we'll just start from the back here and go forward. Every gun is going to come with a spring coat buffer spring, upgraded pivot pins, a radian safety selector, which is ambidextrous, as well as 45 degree if you want to do that. It's going to come with a hyperfire trigger with JP reduced power springs, so you got about a 4-pound trigger pull out of the box. We're doing the B5 Systems grips, and then we're going to have microbest bolt carrier groups with Springco extractor springs and Springco gas rings, as well as a Radian Raptor charging handle. A couple differences in the forged series versus the billet series. All the billet series have completely ambidextrous bolt release and mag release. So. But that's about the only difference between a forged and a billet set. We're going to have all kinds of options on these, from pistols to rifles, pin and weld rifles, suppressor ready rails. But yeah, and then we got this new rail system we're pretty proud of. It's internally timed barrel nuts. You don't have that lock and tab on the bottom anymore.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so you get a really clean lockup, and it's super, super solid. But yeah, so Saber, like I say, best AR out of the box, under $1,000. All you need is an optic, and these guys are going to be ready in February.
February, that's pretty good. Did you guys hear that? We're at Palmetto. We're going to switch over to some other guns right now and look at it. Justin, thank you for all your good work, bud. All right, what do we have here, Matt?
So these are different caliber offerings that we're looking at coming out with this year. The top one here is a 7.62 by 39 Jackal. So we will build that on our KS-47 lower. It will take a standard AK Rock and Lock mag. Obviously, the first one is going to be 7.62 by 39. We are looking at possibly doing it in a 5.45 after we come out with that. But
ooh, that's going to be sweet.
Yeah, we are very excited about it. Underneath, we have our 9mm Jackal. So the 9mm Jackal we will put on our ARV lower. So it'll have the same controls as ARV. Take a Scorpion mag with ship standard with our 35-round Scorpion mag. It'll take the same controls as our ARV, so it'll have a functioning last round bolt hold open, integrated feed ramp to kind of help feed some of those, I guess, hard to feed hollow points. That's one of the biggest things. A lot of PCCs feeding hollow points, so we're trying to solve that with a couple of our little design changes. And I've got two on the wall here, actually. I've got one with a 4-inch barrel with a recessed flash cam, and the one underneath it is a 6.5-inch barrel.
Well, Matt, I want to thank you. We're going to take a short intermission after this, but I was with Matt here at Palmetto, guys. I'm here with Colton at Palmetto. Colton, what do we need to talk? Not what we want. We want to talk about everything, but what do we need to talk about?
Need to talk about some of the newer hot stuff that we've got going on. Been really popular this week. We'll start here at the top and come on down.
We did see this last year, but it wasn't in production yet, was it?
That's right. It was a prototype you saw last year. This is in production now. We released this about third quarter of last year. Everything we talked about on the prototype did come out. Correct markings, correct rivet pattern, still forged internals, just like all the rest of our AK line. Trunnion is forged 4340 aircraft quality. Bolt and carrier, we've been getting this question a lot. Since it's stainless, is it forged? Yes, it is. That is forged stainless steel that is then machined.
What else do we have here?
So also we've got, people have been talking about an accurized AK. We're going to get an accurate AK. We kind of put that on the slate to come out early this year. This is in our ARC platform, which is formerly just our AK556. We released it middle of last year, just in 5.56. This is in the version that has the RPK trunnion and the mag adapter that accepts AR-type mags. It's got a functional last round bolt hold open, multi-method, dual method mag release there. The big key on this one is this year we'll be releasing it in 300 blackout and 6.5 Grendel.
Ooh, that's gonna be a fun pig gun.
It is, yep. It's going to be a much more accurate offering. That's kind of what people have been wanting out of this gun. So
And suppressed, it'd be sweet for pigs.
It would be. Yep. Moving on down the line, we've got our Krinkov this year. So this is kind of following along the Soviet arms line with the kind of the reproduction clone correct guns. This one will be a reproduction of an AKS-74U. We won't offer factory SBRs, of course, but depending on what comes with the brace rule, it will either ship with a brace or with nothing on the rear or Picatinny, so the end user can SBR it if they choose. But other than that, front to back, it will be clone correct. First furniture options we'll have will be the two common ones you see on Krinkovs, which is the rib poly and the wood. And then shortly thereafter, we'll follow that with wood that has recessed M-lock and a shark fin, and the whole deal. We'll allow the end user to expand on their build a little bit. Excuse me. The largest announcement, I guess, for the Krinkov this year, because we have announced a Krink in the past. In the previous announcement, it was just going to be 5.45. We decided that we're going to go just with all the other caliber offerings that we're coming out with. It made sense to do it in the Krink also. So we will be doing a Krinkov in 5.45 and 5.56. That will probably be ready for release around end of first quarter, beginning of second quarter. And the big thing is people have been excited to hear around summertime, maybe early Q3, we'll also release a 7.62x39 version and a 300 blackout version of it.
All right, Colt, what accessories you have for us that you want to show us?
All right, so this wall, we kind of brought several different variants of mini configurations we're going to offer this year. Big thing we're showing is the different rail links. People have been asking for them, different stock options here on it. We kind of want to show an assortment of that. We'll have different lengths, different styles, different colors. We'll have all that, and it'll be available not just as you see it here. There'll be versions of each type variant with different furniture. It'll be a mix. This is just kind of a random assortment showing what all we're going to have. This one in particular, the gun and the furniture have been a popular item this week. This is our AK. It is an AK-101. We released this second half of last year. The difference is, the big announcement on this one this year is this will be 300 blackout. So we will be coming out with a AK-101 chambered 300 blackout. It will have an adjustable gas block on it for suppressed and unsuppressed fire. And then barrel options, many people have been asking about that. It'll have, much like many of our other AK releases have been, the first ones that come out will be the 3 series of rifles and nitride barrels. Shortly thereafter will be a 4 series, which has the Cold Hammer Forged chrome line barrel that we do in-house. And then after that will be the 5 series of rifles that's Cold Hammer Forged chrome lined FM barrel.
Dude, you got a lot of fun stuff here.
Got a lot of stuff coming down the
But
pipe.
this one for pig hunting is going to be like an ultimate gun for pig hunting.
It is.
I use an AK for pig hunting myself.
Okay. Very
So,
cool.
but again, guys, I want to thank Colton and everybody here at Palmetto for letting us come and do interviews with us. Guys, we'll see you at the next booth.
Check us out, PalmettoStateArmory.com.